When Thomas first introduced me to the idea, I thought he was crazy.
Or you tell me about persistence.
Thomas and I, we are trials riders, and what we do is overcoming obstacles with our bikes. Our sport gives us the freedom to ride in every terrain and basically to try new lines. And now we want to bring all that experience to the mountains.
Finding new spots is a big part of trials. It's a way of exploring the world for us. So I found that canyon in the Almtal in Austria, and when I discovered it, the first thing that came to my mind was that I wanted to ride it up and to reach the top of it.
Trying to go up there. Let's see, maybe we find something.
From that moment, I just could not get the thought out of my head. So I started wondering how it's possible, or if it is even possible, to go up there with the bike. That's how I found the trench.
It's a little bit like you're trying to walk up a huge pile of rocks and gravel. It's so wild. You understand that you're not supposed to be there, and it's not very welcoming. And when nobody sees anything apart from a big bunch of uneven rocks and wild nature, us as trials riders, we see obstacles and possibilities. We see challenges and new lines that have never been explored before.
Yep, better. Yeah, got it. Nice! Jeez.
I am with Mr. Thomas Pechhacker, and he's gonna try something sick! Shit, man.
Rain makes it really tricky for us. You're never sure whether your tire is gonna stick to the rock or not. Your clothes are soaking wet and you're just really tired. And mentally it's just way harder. But in those moments, it's important to keep on going.
Jumping backwards a little. Like palm.
Yeah, sure.
Like when I jump back, it like this rock went straight into my axe.
Yeah. It's not natural.
But I really think it's possible.
Yeah, I think so too.
Go for it.
Finding your way through the terrain is a bit like composing. You kind of create something out of nothing. It's not about the easy way. It's more about finding the most challenging obstacles and finding the most enjoyable way for oneself. That process is something really, really special.
It's time for us to move up a little bit. Now the weather is clearing up and we want to find some other moves. Thomas found that really steep rock, and every single move you try on this thing will push you down towards the void. Plus, nothing is stable around there.
That's really scary. You're right. Putain! Shit, man. Sure. It's gonna happen.
I had a puncture jumping down from that rock, and when I wanted to change the inner tube, I realized at that moment that I brought the wrong size of tube with me, and that my tube was like way too small. So I thought at that moment that it would explode. On a scenario like this, you're not just trying a couple of times. You're trying dozens and dozens of times, like over and over again. You're trying to change things, place your wheels differently and your body weight differently, like each time, but nothing really works. And it's so frustrating because you know that you can just do it, and at a certain time, you lose your patience. It was time for a break. We had some food, coffee, and a little bit of rest. I think I needed that to have some kind of distance.
Too much, I think. Jeez. Eine für Mr. Pechhacker. Eine für Mr. Pechhacker. Ja, Kaffee, ja.
Ach, danke.
Bitte, bitte.
Tschüss.
Hey. Hot. That was a hard move. Didn't do it yet, but very soon. Look at this. was too far in. I was too far in.
So we here on the trench, and I think Thomas is gonna attempt a very nasty line. Just looking at it right now.
When you try something really hard, when you try lines which seem out of your reach, it starts to be a mental game. There's no even spot there, there's no time for rest, and you're constantly fighting for balance there.
I think the move itself is alright, but I'm just so afraid of hitting this rock. The pedal.
When falling is not an option, you have to get rid of all your doubts. I always try to isolate the move from everything around. So you don't see the height, you don't see the danger, you only see the line, and then you just go for it. Either you do it or you crash.
Yes! Woohoo! Oh, I was so stressed. I think I was more stressed than you were. Like,
Happy?
Sometimes you better let go of the control. That way you enter some kind of flow, and things tend to happen smoothly and more naturally. You are able to fully live in the moment.
okay, so we're climbing now, and to be honest, it's really painful.
We thought about quitting a couple of times. Now we can see the top. At that moment, we realized that we've been through a lot in this journey. We went through frustration, doubts, pain and struggle. but also we went through happiness, progress, and moments of friendship. This wasn't just a big pile of rocks. It was hard tasks all the way, one after the other. It was a way to get better. Of course, there's easier ways to do things. But isn't it the challenge that makes it interesting?
Calm down before you stress up the groove. The energy a little different when the blessings accrue. Hey, who you talking to? Just know I ain't no regular fool. Could be anything in the world, but I can never be you. Because I stand tall like I'm on my tiptoes. Baby, you think a little too small. I got big goals, baby. Ain't where the money at. Look, I just need the info. Pronto, I go and get it and split it with my kinfolk daily. And I'm the type of that might change my number on you. Yeah, that's how you react when people took a slumber on you. Hello, brown skin, baby, I can see the summer on you. You see all the bread and I know it look
Fuck, man.
Don't you?
You're right.
I ain't surprised at all. Seen them rise and fall. Went up the mountain, it wasn't hard to climb at all. At the top, I found some relief. I finally got some peace. Carry on, but please don't mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it. No, I need it, beat it, before you mess up the mood. Yeah, I worked too hard for it, and I need it, so please don't mess up the mood. Don't mess up the mood.